That's better. Hi guys, how are you? It has been a while since I actually done like a video with so much energy, to be honest, because the last couple videos I was not feeling it. I was like done with the day. So this is kind of like a 3-in-1. We are going to be doing a product review, product revisit, and basically story time. So let's do the product revisit. Or let's slash review. So last time we've done these three palettes. We got them like last month. And I went back to Walmart to pick up a ring light on actually this week. And I kid you not, other palettes were running low. So I was kind of like, okay, let me get these last three while I get this ring light. So I did. I got the last three color palettes that I did not have. Now, I've already said this before. When it comes to this palettes, it's like a hit and miss with certain colors that if it transfers good, if it transfers not, it depends on how much. So I actually really do like the eyeshadows a lot from Profusion. These are the other three. I'm not gonna do a swatch on these because they take too damn long, and I am not no makeup guru and all that. And I'm just whatever. I'm just doing my makeup because the hell I want to. However, they did have the eyeliners. I did not pick up one. I actually stuck to my word because sometimes I'll say, "Oh, I won't pick up any of the eyeliners." I didn't. I wanted the white one. Thank God I did not pick up the white one. These are the three that I had. Okay, these are the three. I went back. I was trying to figure out like, okay, maybe if I just do, just the liner. No. What drew me away is the formula. The formula itself dries too damn quick and it smells like alcohol, like straight up alcohol. And I usually some of my makeup looks, I always have like a color liner underneath with like a black on my waterline. But I went in with this blue one, this electric blue, sorry, Bolt, and my eyes started tearing up, started watering up because of the aroma. So I was just like, I am not picking up the other one. As much as I wanted the white one, the pink one, and there was an orange one, as much as I would want to give them a chance, I could not. I still stand by if you want to do like little accents here and there, like I did for Easter, the little freckles that I did, which that was an Easter thing I did, and that video went up so late because I took 2 weeks off. So we're gonna be doing the story time about why I was gone for 2 weeks. But as a product, I guess opening, these are the three that I got. Honest Hibiscus, Pretty Poppy, and Peaceful Pine. Pine. I can't pronounce that. I feel like I can't. So Hibiscus, these are the colors. These are actually gorgeous. I smooshed that one by accident because I got excited. But these are the colors. So these are really pretty colors. The poppy one actually really surprised me because I've been wearing orange lately, and it has the different color oranges. They even have like a dark, like yeah, like a scarlet burnt orange, like a really burnt ass orange. And then we have the poppy, which is more on the pinkish tones. So this is kind of like really cute. So it always comes with a glitter. It always comes. I've always noticed that it always comes with at least one or two glitter, and these come with like this one came with three. So I was like, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. So I am so happy I didn't buy the other ones. I'm not gonna be using these today, so let's just. I'm not gonna be using these at all. I'm like I said, I'm probably gonna keep them as accent pieces. I rather get this Elfie one, which this is like a small tube of it, and this one stands out more than these right here. Like these stands out more. So we're not gonna be using these at all, like at all. I'm gonna keep them out though. I'm gonna keep them out just in case like my dumbass decides to grab them. Like yeah, let's grab them. All right. So that was a small little product review. I have a lot of good plans coming up for you guys, a lot of good projects. I posted up a panel, my very first big panel that I did with CJ Production with a bunch of other amazing content creators. I have another one in the works, so I'm just kind of like getting everything like in gear and all that. So I had to kind of play a little catch up with my videos because I haven't done one in a while besides that review that was just like, hey guys, so this is my new ring light and all that. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm trying to think, but I'm kind of leaning towards something that's like simple, what I usually do. So we're just gonna do my day to day not Uber, what am I talking about? DoorDash driver makeup attire that people look at me like, is this my DoorDash? I go, yes, it is. So when I was looking down, I actually noticed we're gonna use the hibiscus palette for today. So this is the yellow one. I'll probably do other videos with story time just to kind of like bring these other two in. So we're gonna do the yellow one today. So this is going to be. I'm not gonna do two different looks because it's too much of a pain in the ass to do two different looks and then talk. So yeah, let's get started. All right. I'm not gonna name anything that I'm using, but I'm just gonna be like, that is not one of them. This is the one I'm looking for. I'm using an Elfie Shape and Stay brow pencil. I was using another one, a gel, but I'm just kind of like checking out which is really good. So far, I've actually been loving this one. I got this at my Ulta local. Saw it, fell in love with it, and here we are today. So remember, I don't support him. I just have the mirror. I'm still trying to find a really nice mirror that complements me. Okay. So let's begin the story time. Story time. I took 2 weeks off, and those 2 weeks, I'm gonna sum it up, okay? My video from that just came out, which was the story time to when I was doing the makeup with the two different colors, right? About my April 9th incident where I just started crying. I mentioned crying so many times because I was like backtracking back and forth. I kept getting calls back to back. So I was kind of like, distracted the entire time. Um, but here's the thing is that that wasn't the only thing that happened that month. So we're gonna start from March. Okay, so this is kind of like a recap video. So for March, my car broke down and it sucked because, like I said, I do the DoorDash thing. I've been doing it since August. I used to be ashamed of it. I used to do DoorDash. I didn't do DoorDash. I did Uber Eats first. I used to be really ashamed of it because I always had this idea and this concept that DoorDash and Uber Eats were like low pay, like really below like anything, any other job you can have. It's below it, right? So it was just like a nothing job. Push comes to shove after a while of my spiritual awakening and going through the different stuff and kind of going through therapy and seeing how closed-minded I was when I was lying to myself throughout the time in Florida. I came to realize that DoorDash and Uber Eats is actually a really good job because you make your own hours, you set your own time. You're basically your own boss and you pick and choose when you want to work. And that's exactly what I do. I pick and choose when I want to work and all that good stuff. However, when your car does not want to cooperate with you suddenly, um it's hard. So in March, last week of March, my car, I'm gonna move, man. Get away from me. um my car started acting out. My car overheated. I had to call DoorDash, tell them I had to cancel an order. I got into a huge argument, which is for another video. But got into a huge argument with them, kind of questioned their rules a little bit because it just didn't make any sense. Got picked up. Um, Family friend came, picked up the car, fixed it, and I went to go drive it off. When I was driving the next after getting it fixed, so it was a Wednesday, Thursday, I worked. No, sorry. Thursday I didn't work. Friday I did. Saturday is when I saw the little icon for the engine. So I kind of was like kind of confused. I was like, why is my engine light coming back on? So I took it to AutoZone, put it on the machine, and they told me that I had to get a certain piece replaced. So it kind of screwed me over because I did ask the worker if I can still work, considering the fact that I do DoorDash and that's my main come of income besides YouTube and other social platforms I use. And he says no, like you cannot work because you could be driving around, then all of a sudden your car once again breaks down and you'll be SOL. So I was like, oh shit, okay, fine. So I did not work for that much. So I had to kind of like stay home. So we made an appointment with our dealership to get that piece replaced. And April Fool's Day, April 1st, we were the fool. Um, we went in. We went super early. We had an appointment, I think, at like 10 o'clock in the morning. So we got there around 9:30 and checked in. Guy put our car in and came back to us and was like, um, did you guys say that you guys got an oil change? We're like, yeah, we did. He's like, there was a lot of sludge in there. So I kind of sat there and I was thinking about the family friend who has an auto shop and everything. So I kind of sat there thinking, like, what exactly did he do that it turned out to be sludge in the car when he said he did the oil change? So I was kind of like, what are you talking about? So he's like, yeah, there's a lot of sludge. It needs to be cleaned out. So we ended up paying close to quite a bit. And that's when the stress started kicking in. So we got the oil change and everything. I started working on that next day. And nothing happened. I did my job, worked and everything. And all of a sudden, I get the engine light back on. I freaked out. I was like, are you serious? What could possibly be wrong with the car? So I took it back to AutoZone and they were telling me it's just a minor piece, which we're getting that replaced. So I was like, okay. But when we were at the dealership, they did inform us that we need to get our brakes fixed. So I was like, okay. The guy kept telling me, oh no, you'll be fine. You guys got about a week and a half. Okay. I did not start hearing the brakes like metal on metal scraping until 4 days later, and I started freaking out again. So after I found out that we had to get a piece replaced, I hear the brakes, I started panicking. So I was working still. I worked for a little bit, made a little bit of money, so I had to kind of limit myself a little bit. So April 9th came in. I had that little incident where like two, and this was like the trigger for me. Two guys stared me down, and I got pissed. And I'm usually not the type of person that gets pissed so easily anymore, but I got pissed and frustrated that I had to pull over. I messaged my best friend back and forth. I was crying. And long story short, you guys can watch that. Link is going to be up top. Long story short, I just realized that I have to stop giving people excuses. I have to stop depending on people that are not there. I have to stop trying to fix things that I have no control over. I have to focus on me and what my needs and all that stuff. That's always been like my problem, is that I am a people pleaser. I want to please everybody. And I would never admit that to myself because I didn't want people to think that I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, she's just doing this because she's a pushover." No, I'm a people pleaser. I want to please everybody, but then I don't please myself after. Like, I don't give what I need to make me happy. Right. Anyway, so after that whole fiasco, I didn't talk to anybody for a bit. I filmed a little bit, as much as possible. After that incident happened, I did film that video. So it was around the same week that I filmed it, and I didn't get a chance to post it up until much later on because I had other things. So fast forward a little bit more. We got the brakes fixed like the week after. So after that week, I also, like, the week that I was crying, that day, not the week, that day, I reached out to a friend of mine, and I didn't use him. We actually reached out to another person because the thing is that my friend, he is busy. He lives in another county, or another city, and it was that drive for me with my front brakes not working correctly scared me. Anyway, so we went with somebody else, and he did a great job. He fixed it and everything. So I was really happy about that whole process. So we got the brakes fixed. So we're good. By I would say by the after the 15th, after we got the brakes fixed and everything, my grandmother paid the storage and paid for the remaining bits. So I was kind of like, okay. So then she tells me that, hey, this is going to be the final time we're going to be using the storage unit. So I was like, oh, okay. Why is that? She's like, I've been wanting to get rid of it for a very long time. And here's the thing. If you have a storage unit and you don't see anything in that storage unit at all, and I'm saying, like, my grandmother had this unit for about 5 years. She's been living in this area for about 5 years. It's gonna be 5 in August, and it's gonna be 5 for me in December. And she's had that unit, which is literally right across the street from us, like right next door. So I was like, "Are you sure you want to do that? Because every time that we say that we're gonna do something, you end up backing out last minute." And I can understand. There's a lot of moments in there, like a lot of mementos and memories in there. Are you sure? She's like, "Yes, I am sure. I feel like it's time that I need to kind of like let go of everything that I don't need, and there's a lot of like stuff in there that I want to sell." So I said, "Okay, like what?" She goes, "Well, for instance, all your Barbies that you've had collected over the years." I go, "No, no, no, no. I didn't collect them. You did for me." So I never collected Barbies. I played with Barbies when I was a kid. We started cleaning it out, I would say, on the 17th of April. We started cleaning it out little by little. And no, it's not 17th, the 19th of April. We started cleaning them out. Okay. Sorry about that. TC wanted to come in all of a sudden. But what I was saying was that we started on the 19th. We started cleaning out. We started bringing in boxes, and I brought some of my stuff. I had, from what I thought, I only had 4 boxes. That's what I thought. I ended up having 2 more boxes that were all the way in the back that I didn't know of. And she kept saying, like, "Oh, we should give, some of the stuff to our friend." And I said, "Sure, but I need to find something first." And she was like, "What do you got to find?" I go, "I have a vintage tarot deck from 1971 that I cannot have her find." I cannot. So I originally thought it was just my plastic bins, which were like my costumes, my wigs, my collectibles, which I have like some of my stuff hanging up already. And I'm going to be putting a shelf on this side of the wall. So I'll do an official like room tour once everything is all cleaned out. So as I was going through all this stuff and I found those boxes in the back, I also did find a lot of stuff from high school. I found a thick ass binder of notes that I used to pass around, letters I used to get when when I was on summer break and all that, because I was really good friends with this girl, and our friendship ended in 2016 because I was cosplaying and I wasn't hanging out with her, so she got pissed because of that. And then she texted me this long ass novel of how I should go burn in hell with all my cosplay friends, that everyone's going to abandon me. Yes. I can admit, the way she felt, she had every right to feel the way she felt. Okay? That's how she felt. I'm not going to discredit her on that. The one thing I could say is that she was right, that
Hello there.
a lot of people are going to basically abandon you, which, yeah, she was 100% true. Like when I left, a lot of people showed their true colors to me and just jumped ship. And that really hurt me, especially at that time. I moved out here in 2017. And, oh, I'm sorry. I got caught off guard by wow, how pretty. Sunny day. Damn, girl, sunny. I was just, I was like, is this So going back to the storage, so we cleaned that out. I ripped all those letters, by the way. I got so mad that I text my best friend Mitchie and told her, like, "Bro, would you?" And I told her the whole thing. I said, "This girl told me that I don't care about her. And I didn't even know I kept these letters after all these years. I kept them. And I didn't have to. I could have just been like, oh, whatever, bye, delete, or, trash or whatever, like most people would. I kept every single letter she wrote to me. Sorry. I did not realize the overwhelming amount of books I had that I have already read. I didn't realize I had a collection of romance books, and I don't like romance books that much. I can't stand them. But I had a collection of romance books, so that was fun to find. I was like, wow, whose books are these? Oh my god, these are mine. I think the only reason why I got them was because obviously when you're in high school, you have a very perverted mind, like really perverted, and I was perverted as hell. And I got them for the smut. That was the only reason, and I read them with pride. And in school too, because they didn't know. I probably found out eventually later. I even had environmental books, like The Inconvenient Truth by Al Gore. I had that. I had a bunch of Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. I had school supplies. I have a backpack. I have the Jack Sparrow statue that's like right on my desk. I have the hat on the wall. The best part of it is that my mom bought them for me, all this stuff. And I was telling people for a long time because I thought I had nothing from my mom or anything of my mom that sure enough I did. So when I found all that, a lot of stuff I kept, a lot of stuff I got rid of. I like I said, I got rid of those damn notes. So after all that, like when we were still going through all the stuff, like I realized I was like, yo, I really, really need to put up a status because like I have been really good about posting on YouTube and all that. Like I've been really good on it too. The only problem is I made that post. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna be gone for two. Like I should have, but I'm not gonna be back or posting anything up for 2 weeks because of the fact that I'm kind of busy dealing with personal stuff. That was the personal stuff. I was getting rid of stuff, cleaning out the storage and all that. So we did not finish until the 29th of April. A day early. 29th or 30th. Yeah, we finished on the 29th. We started donating. We cleaned out like everything and we finished on the 29th. And we were supposed to be out by the 30th. So we finished early. And like I got rid of so many things that like I don't know why I held on to it for so long. Obviously, yeah, like the notes. So when I did all that, I got rid of so many things. I had found so many like pieces. Like one, the robe that I wear constantly, that is one of my mom's possessions and that has been in that storage for 10 like put away for 10 plus years. I found fabric from a costume that I was working on, which was an Emma Frost costume that I later got it oh god, commissioned. So I blanked out on the word for a little bit. I later got it commissioned and then now that costume is still in Florida. So yeah, no, just going through all that stuff and reliving and kind of just like, we donated so much to a secondhand store that is owned by the church, by a church, because the church is actually connected to the Salvation Army and everything. Not the Salvation, but the donation center. We were going there like every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and they were open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just dropping off like containers and boxes and bags of things. And like I got rid of so much, so much. But yeah, just going through all that, getting rid of stuff that you have no use. And I got rid of a lot of my paintings in the past, like from 2018 till now. I was painting so frequently. I haven't painted this month at all, like this year so far. Not because I don't want to, it's because I have a creative blockage right now. And I have not painted or done a spill painting in a while, so it has been a lot. I had to go drop off some donations that I should have dropped off on Wednesday, but I had something on that day. I had fun. I really did. I had like so much fun just cleaning out that storage and then finding things that I did not know I own still or and I always say like if you have no use for something, donate it. Give it a second chance to somebody else. Someone else could use it more than you. And a lot of people do thrift shopping shit. I do thrift shopping from time to time when I'm trying to find something or put something together or do a closet cosplay. And I used to do it so often too because it was a cheaper alternative versus buying everything like brand spanking new and getting it ruined because a lot of the costumes I used to do was really bloody. So I had fun. So that was the reason why I was gone for so long. That was like for 2 weeks, not that long. It was 2 weeks. I did have a lot of time to reflect. I did a lot of reflection on the end of April on the 30th. I actually did perform a cord cutting ritual. If you guys want to know about anything about that, I will be doing a video on that very shortly. And I will be talking about it. I'm not going to say who the cord cutting was on for, but I did a cord cutting situation. And it was fun. It was interesting. It took a long ass time to get done, but it was done. So this is my I call this my DoorDasher orange look. So yeah, I put eye makeup on only for DoorDash. So I put a little foundation on because I'm like and a little but I do put the little glitter on to kind of like give myself a little sparkle because I love sparkles. But I do mix like the orange and all that. And I actually do like this orange. I actually used out of this palette, I used 2 out of 5. So these are the I use the two. So I use Sunny Day and Petals. I did not use Tropical, Hibiscus, or Vid. So that will be for another time, for another story. But I will continue playing around with these Profusion palettes and tell you more stories. But yeah, that was the reason why I was gone for so long. That was pretty much my entire April. Like that was my entire April. Just a lot of ups and downs. And most people can classify it as, oh, you had a really bad month. No, not really. I really didn't. I took that opportunity to actually really reflect on a lot of stuff. I don't have good or bad months. I either, if it's a good month, it was just a successful month. It wasn't, if it was a unsuccessful month, I just call it a reflection period. Like if something is going on, like there's a lot of ups and downs, or it's just like a lot of downs, it's a lot of times where it's just you need to reflect. You need to kind of like pause, time out, and just spend time with yourself and reflect and focus on what your needs are. Okay. You need a time to like recharge, you know. So I did take that month to do a lot of reflection and a lot of release of like toxicity, negative people. I cleaned house on my whole thing. So till then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you guys. Thank you for just watching me put on a shit ton of orange eyeshadow. And I will catch you guys next time.